Siesta Key, Florida. Siesta Key is a very unique spot. It's a barrier island in Sarasota County, Florida. Actually, where I grew up, it's where my parents still actually live on the island. We're gonna pop out of the water here and give you a real good first impression. But you have 8 miles end to end. Barrier Island is southwest of downtown. And since they're barrier islands, you're all beach to bay. And this aerial kind of gives you a good perspective of kind of how the island, the sand and the water is an extremely unique spot. And it's about 3.5 square miles with about 6,500 full-time residents. So this bridge right here is the North Bridge. There's 2 bridges on the island, north and the south. This one goes off into US 41, which is the trail, if you've ever heard west of the trail, that kind of thing, but it's towards downtown. What you're looking at here is the Siesta Key Village. It's on the north side of the island, right by the main Siesta Key beach. Shops, boutiques, breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's very laid back and eclectic feeling, way more laid back, more of Anna Maria Island feeling than it is Toledo Longboat feeling. And this walk right here is actually heading towards the beach. So you have you have the daiquiri deck, Siesta Key Oyster Bar, you have Big Olaf ice cream, which we just passed there. But it's a really quaint spot, and it feels most of the year, it feels pretty docile and nice. Now, since everything, you can kind of see the trolley right there, that trolley runs free from Turtle Beach up to Siesta Key Village, which is kind of nice. But overall, it's pretty laid back most of the year. Now, during season, you have millions of people that visit Sarasota a year. Since everything cool on Siesta Key mainly congregates in the same section of the island, it will become a cluster, both people and traffic-wise. But overall, I grew up there, and year over year, I think it's a very small thing to deal with for such a lovely place to call home. So you kind of see kind of nice array of food here. And so this sea shanty place was actually a 7-Eleven when I was growing up. So the first video I ever shot in my life of anything was in high school. We had to write a play, which didn't sound super attractive to me. So we actually filmed a video and then wrote down all the words for a school project. So that's kind of my creatively lazy classic Adam vibe, but it ended up working out good with my profession. So you can kind of see the sand here. I'm sure a lot of people have heard, if you've never been to it, that's just the white, sugary sand of Siesta Key. So actually why it's so unique versus a lot of other beaches is the sand in Siesta Key is actually 99% quartz, which is cool about that, not just of how soft and pleasant it feels on your feet, but because of its quartz, even on the hottest days, it's cool to the touch. And there's actually I don't know if it's legend or what it is, but there's actually a lot of people believe that the quartz actually ran from the Appalachian Mountains through rivers and were deposited in Southwest Florida, and that's why it's so unique, and it was just all dropped off basically mainly here and then up north by Anna Maria. But it's very, very pleasant, and it's really nice. I mean, it literally is 100 degrees out, and it feels cool to the touch, which is rather unique. So the island itself is set up in 3 beaches. Siesta Key, main beach on the north side of the island, Crescent in the middle, with Point of Rocks, which has limestone and surrounded by tidal ponds or tidal pools, and coral, which creates kind of a cool scuba fishing environment. And then at the south end of the island is Turtle Beach, which is a little bit more residential. It's a good spot to kind of like take kids and get away from people, but you kind of gonna sacrifice with the sands. There's a big drop off kind of into the water. The sand's a little rocky, a lot of people fish there, so you're kind of dealing with all that. But overall, the island's set up like that. It's pretty easy to understand. And you have the drum circle, you have restaurants like Another Broken Egg, Lobster Pot's a good dinner spot. I mentioned Siesta Key Oyster Bar and Hub Baja Grill. But overall, Siesta Key, Florida, Siesta Key Beach, the entire barrier island is very pleasant. It's a really nice spot in town. A lot of places you can live inland, close by. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it captured that essence, and we'll see you on the next one.